Hi everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And a very warm welcome to today's session Scale AI Training Revenue Across APAC Without Heavy Business Investments. We are excited to have training leaders, academic partners, and professionals from across the region joining us today. As AI adoption accelerates across APAC, training providers are under increasing pressure to grow revenue streams, expand cohorts, and enter the new markets without making heavy infrastructure or operational investments. That's exactly why we are here today. That's what exactly that we'll unpack today. We'll begin shortly. Meanwhile, I have just a few quick housekeeping notes for our audiences. You'll be receiving the recording of the session shortly after the session ends. Also, we have some participation certificates for you waiting after the session. If in case you have any doubts, any questions during the session, please feel free to drop them in the Q&A box or chat box. We have a dedicated Q&A session towards the end. Moving on, I'll just get started and would like to introduce the speakers for today's session. Today, we are joined by two fantastic speakers from AI Certs, an organization working globally with training providers and enterprises to scale AI learning programs and unlock new revenue opportunities. First, we have Rahul Srivastav, Strategy Director at AI Certs. Rahul brings deep experience in building scalable learning ecosystems, partnerships, and go to market strategies for AI education across global markets. He worked closely with training providers and institutions to help them expand AI offerings and drive revenue growth without significant upfront investments. We are also joined by Afreen Hashmi, Senior Account Manager at AI Certs. Afreen has a strong background in driving B2B growth and building long term client partnerships. She specializes in understanding client needs and delivering tailored solutions aligned with their strategic objectives. Her expertise in account management and client success plays a key role in helping training partners increase revenue while maintaining operational efficiency. We are excited to hear their insights today. Rahul, over to you to kick off the session.
So first of all, thank you so much, Shreya. I would like to welcome each and everyone who's present. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Thank you for joining us for this session. I really understand deeply that this is Thursday. I know most of us are already thinking about closing the month since it's already a 28 days month. We know that there are pipeline reviews that are going through. So through and through, I'll keep it very straight today. This session is going to be very specific on, how can training companies scale AI revenue across APAC without heavy investments, without getting into, I would say, building everything from scratch and without even putting in a lot more content heavy investments into the ecosystem to bring in the output after 1 or 2 years. So typically, if you see this slide, it simply means that every serious training provider in APAC is facing the same decision. Do we, scale aggressively to capture the AI market, or do we protect the quality and move with some stability or cautiously, right? That's what we have been able to see over a period of how many interactions we have had with multiple training companies. Just to give some highlight and background and color coding to AI search has been into the business for about now. Quite some time. We have been previously into the training ecosystem for about 27 years, and we have about 300 plus partners across the world right now. We have recently partnered with GenAI. We have partnered with PwC. We have partnered with Accenture. So all these companies are selling our certifications in some or the other capacity to their customers. So just to give some understanding, do we aggressively capture the AI demand? The answer is, of course, yes. If we scale fast without infrastructure, we all know the quality drops. And if we move cautiously, we know that the market capture will be done by the competitors. So the tension is genuine, and there needs to be a certain, I would say, a certain understanding on how we really want to maintain the quality and have a scalable solution at pace. And that's where AI certs really come little handy in terms of maintaining both the quality and scaling it really fast. So just to give some color coding on what we have done in the background is we have already created a complete end-to-end infrastructure that supports the complete certification and training industry together. So I think if you can go to the slide two, I think that would maybe help everyone understand better. So what happens when you scale too fast? Of course, we have seen multiple organizations in the past. When you scale really, really fast, we have seen you need to hire the instructors quickly. Your content delivery varies from trainer to trainer. So that impacts the quality of delivery. Certification, I don't know, but we have seen that, Afrin, if you remember, we have done a lot of survey analysis where we have understood that certification standards in itself become inconsistent, right? And then
Absolutely.
the NPS and learner satisfaction score dips down. So I think what happens when you play safe is where we have understood that you do not really scale and you do not think out of the box. As of today, if you see a lot of training companies, actually the training business in itself is declining to an extent because now the enterprises, or if you talk about the academic institutions, are not just looking out for IIT and VIIT businesses. They're looking out for consulting. They are looking out for someone who can drive AI adoption. They're looking out for someone who can really have the skills being verified, or there needs to be a proof of potential that needs to be there, which needs to be credible enough. So we just tried understanding it, why building in-house requires heavy investment. So there are four cost centers that we were able to identify when we started off with this business long back. So of course, content development cost. And when we say content development, of course, with AI, content has become like a commodity. But with also AI, there's a lot of growth in terms of the tools that are being introduced in the market, the way efficiency is being measured, the way accuracy and efficiency together is being measured. So it also needs to burn down to one very small thing, is that content development from AI is definitely a commodity and it comes at a cheaper cost. But when it comes to the fact that we need to keep up with the pace of the content, it really takes a lot of toll on the content team in itself. So of course, we have put in a very ballpark figure there in terms of INR, which is Indian rupees. Initial deployment talks about 50 to 1 CR. Annual maintenance is again about 30 to 80 lakhs. And then you need to hire multiple SMEs. You need to create the framework for content review. You need to have right set of industry experts to give you and acknowledge the content that you have developed, and it should not be in silos. So of course, that is one of the main content, one of the main cost center across the four that I have built it here. Second is platform and technology. As we say that when we scale with partners, we really need to support the partners. For that, you need a learning management system, you need an exam engine, you need proctoring tool, you need certificate issuance platform, and of course, you need to maintain the database of the examinees as well. At certain point in time, this requires a lot more heavy lifting on the platform and technology development side, which is not some. I would not say it's easy, but it is also not become it has not also not become very difficult with AI. But when we talk about being AI ready, we also want to talk about that creating LMS from scratch, proctoring tools from scratch, and integrating all the systems at one place. It itself takes a lot more time. And the way AI is gathering at the moment, it really seems to be that only way we would be able to go is when we are, when we are with time able to bring the right platforms, the right content to the right people. So that's about, what are the cost sides. I would not go deep into instructor hiring, because since you guys are from training industry, you better understand how trainers works, what is the attrition cost for trainers if we hire full time versus if we go to any contractual houses, how those costs differs from place to place, language to language, course to course, everything, right? And then of course there is a compliance and credibility cost, wherein if you are accredited, if you're not accredited, if you are compliant, you're not compliant, you still will need a compliant and credibility framework that needs to go in as a certification body. So on a high level, if I want to tell you why scaling in APAC is uniquely challenging, one of the reality that really struck us in the last 3 years is that the regulation, the governance around AI, every industry, every government is trying to put in some or the other regulatory fragmentation, or I would say that has created regulatory fragmentation because the core crux of what I mean is that the core crux of the entire central framework is not really being developed. So something that really is working out for Japan, they have a different, governance structure versus something that India has a very different governance structure. So I've listed down some of them. Like India has a DPDP Act, Singapore has MAS AI risk management guidelines, Japan has APPI, and then of course others. Now, what's compliant is in one market is not compliant in another market. So scaling then becomes a challenge. Instructor availability, we all know that, instructor keeps on hopping from one company to another basis their utilization, basis, their areas of interest, basis where they get better money, all of that, right? So that is one of the problem that we can't find qualified instructor fast enough. That's one of the things that we lose out on a lot of deals where we are not able to send the right proposal with the right profiles to the customers because of either language issue, qualification issue, maybe the person is not able to travel, all of those issues. So the retention typically becomes an important problem there. And the investment impact, if you see premium salaries, these SMEs does not come, of course, with a less amount. They charge you heavy. Retention cost is again on the other side becomes really heavy. You have to keep them engaged with certain activities. You have to incentivize them and all of that. Now, if I talk about rapid AI evolution, we all know that AI is gathering in some of the markets at 38, 40%. I still remember cloud, Afrin, if you remember, back in 2013, 14, cloud is still in the market and it was gathering at 13, 14%, which was highest to be considered from an industry standard perspective. Now, AI is gathering at 38%. I understand some of it is also air. It's not always what we say, what we see is very substantiated to the value that it is being able to bring to the end user. But then what people and what we are able to see around the kind of use cases, the kind of investment that Microsoft, Google are really doing it to create a complete ecosystem, it is very promising. We have been able to see a lot of use cases where efficiency, efficacy both have been improved a lot. So typically, the reality is this, and that's where we want to address these key operational challenges and all these investments that goes into it to build something as one certification platform, which brings the learner, which brings the trainers, which brings the, I would say, training companies together at one platform is where we call it as AI certs. It has been a vendor aligned certification platform. So these are the key operational challenges. If you typically see here, some of those things are already being aware to you. Your team is already stretched. You know that enterprise demand keeps on changing. It is highly customizable. Before the delivery, also you will have some of the modules keep coming in, keep going out. You have to train the trainer. You have to see the quality of delivery. So operationally, every company or every training company is completely occupied in that sense. So this is where we would like to position AI search, how this predominantly captures the essence of the current problems that we have and how it solves that problem. So Saprin, if you can go to the next slide. Yeah. So I think these are the speed to market is one of the important thing which we feel that if you are not at the right place with the right product and with the right customer, you would be going out of the business very soon. That's something that we have seen it with multiple businesses in the last 4 years. We have been talking to a lot of training companies. We have seen training companies getting shut since they were not able to cope up with the market demands. The reason is not just the investment, the reason is the mindset, the change in traditional approach that has been followed in the past few years. If you see now, most of the training companies have a consulting. They use this consulting arm to really project the entire journey. Now it's all about AI readiness. Now it's about where are you in your AI journey. It's not about, just giving a training and then handing over a certification and then saying you have done something great. And people also have understood that, they need something which is very substantial for them to prove, or maybe for them to have a proof of potential that they can go out or their employers can recognize the fact that this has really created an impact. So these are few things that I wanted to talk to all of you about operational aspects that we have seen from a challenge perspective. Now, what if you could tap into the booming APAC AI market without heavy investment? So that's where AI certification comes into play. I'll just give you a little brief on AI certifications and at AI search. So we saw the gap that, was booming and AI is booming. We also saw that there are no certifications in the market from non-technical standpoint. Now, when we talk about non-technical standpoint, what we mean by that is how AI is being impacted or how AI is impacting the job roles specifically into a specific industry. So when I say this, what I mean by that is even an HR job role would be completely different from software industry to a manufacturing industry. So what we have done is we have created nuances of it. We have created course curriculum around it, and we have created examination around it. So what we cover today is 70 plus role-based certifications. About 40 certifications are into technology side of it, 30 are into non-technology. So if you talk about AI plus legal, you're a legal consultant, it is for AI plus legal, AI plus HR, AI plus finance, AI plus healthcare, AI researcher. Now, what I mean by that is predominantly you have been training a very small part of an organization, which we call it as team training, right? For an example, if you're into cybersecurity training, you would maximum be able to train a 50-member team in an organization which is sized at 1,000 or 1,000 to 500. Now, this is where we come handy. We do provide an enterprise-wide solution. So your average order value by design improves. Initially, you were training 30 people. Now you can train 300 people because the product line itself solves a lot for the others. So we have, as I told you, we have 35 to 40 for technical and 30 for non-technical certifications. Technical certifications predominantly are of 40 hours. Non-technical are of 8 hours. Just to give some understanding, non-technical certifications are usually tool-based, case study-based, and use case-based learning. And then we talk about technical. It is, of course, lab-based. It is case study-based. It is project-based learning curriculum that has been developed. Now we talk about no platform cost. No, so I just wanted to give everyone some understanding on the platform side what we have done. We have created about three different platforms. One of the platform we call it as learner platform, which is very simple learning management system for a learner to get into it, understand, and then at the same platform take the examination as well. So one is LMS, learning management system. The other we call it as partner portal, where all the co-branded materials for the partner to brand themselves along with AI certs are available. So we call it as a partner portal. Then we have a trainer portal where we have cheat sheets. A trainer can actually go down, do multiple courses, show their competency in terms of knowledge and delivery of the knowledge both. And then, of course, they check out from there on. So for learners, we have learner platform. For trainers, we have a trainer platform. For partners, we have a partner platform, which also has a mechanism to put in requests for new enrollments. The partner would also be able to see geographically how they are doing it, what are the other partners doing it, who is actually leading, who is not leading, all of those things. These are the platforms that we have built. Now, there are two more platforms that I want to talk about, which supports our AI certs certification. We call it as AI labs, and AI labs, please don't confuse AI labs with the labs that we use in technical certifications. AI labs is predominantly of two major products. One is called as proctoring 365 and second is called as certs 365. So proctoring is predominantly for examination, where reducing the cheating incidents and bringing more authenticity to the certifications. That's where proctoring comes handy. These are all in-house certifications, and that's one of the reasons I know a lot of you would be waiting for the pricing to come out, and we can tell you what exactly the pricing is all about. But let me tell you first, the pricing, that's one of the reasons is very low for us because everything that we have built is completely in-house. So if you talk about proctoring, we don't use Mercer, Metal assessments. Right now, it's all in-house. So we have developed a AI proctoring tool for us. Then after that, we have something called Certs 365, which is certificate issuance platform based on a technology which is emerging. We call it as blockchain technology, which helps us have issue tamper-proof certifications, which also has a lot more credibility in terms of giving you access to your certifications digitally, and it can be verified digitally using a QR code. So all of those things at one place you get it. So all in all, you have everything from an infrastructure standpoint to course curriculum standpoint given to everyone. Now, just two scenarios that I've created. After, I don't want to waste a lot of time here, but I'll just quickly give you. One is once you build it yourself versus what you do it with AI search as a key differentiation. I did not get a lot of time to really put it across, parallelly so that it will be easy for you guys to assimilate your thought, but I'll just quickly take you through. Usually, if you build it yourself, you don't know about the accuracy, though you can build it between 6 to 12 months. Of course, the investment costs are high. You do not really know about the predictability of the revenue initially. You know that content can get outdated. You might have to keep updating the content all the time. For that, you need to have right industry benchmarks. You need to have right accreditations in place. You need to have, content updates in place, which also is indirectly a cost. And then, of course, the reality is by the time you launch something, there is some other competitor who has launched something already and they've moved ahead. So that's where we come in handy, where it takes about, so when we onboard a partner, there's about a 30-day timeline where we enable the partner and onboard the partner together in 30 days, where we train your training teams. We train your product teams. So I'm just giving you an example. At the moment, if you're selling training, which we call it as, let's say, if you're selling a bread and butter, how can you put a jam of AI certs and probably increase your cost or probably increase your profit margins, not the cost, I'm sorry, and the average order value for you. So the end objective is that you can launch the program and you can start doing the marketing with us immediately as soon as you start onboarding with us, right? So we train your trainers, we do the train the trainer program. We have a dedicated partner marketing manager who takes care of the complete marketing in that particular region. We have a customer success manager dedicatedly assigned to drive revenue. They might also be participating in your sales calls. They will be training your sales team so that everything is equipped and your sales team knows how to strike the right conversation with the customers. So if I talk about the current partners, the top partners that we have, I'm not sure the audience is directly from which countries, but if I want to tell you, Netcom Learning has been a partner for 20, I would say, for they have been the first partners. Then we have Fastlane, we have Mindtree International, we have Trainocate in Southeast Asia, we have Lumify, one of the biggest partners. Lumify is doing about I shouldn't be saying, but I'm just telling that Lumify does about $50,000 a month with us right now. They are the top partners with us in Southeast Asia. We have Trainocate, we have Koenig Solutions. All of these are our partners. So of course, this is what you see right now on the screen are the factual numbers: $100,000, 100,000 learners, 500 plus instructors, 70 plus certification, and of course, 150 plus global partners that we have. So at the moment, this is how the numbers look like. Now, if I talk about the AI Search complete stack, which we call it as, where we have the content, we have the exams, we have partnership model available for the customers or for the partners to go in. That's where we have everything updated. Our certifications are credible. As you know, I just told you that we have recently launched our partnership with PwC Middle East Academy. We are partnered with Accenture. They are using our courses to train their internal teams across the world. Then we have Course Era, who is our learning partner, and then we have Microsoft also, who in some capacity are building our certifications, helping us, and then they are also selling our certifications to their customers. So pretty much, just wanted to clear out. Someone has asked in the chat. I wanted to clear out one thing. We are highly customer centric and partner centric. We directly do not do any revenue with any corporates, any academic institutions. We only go via partners. So there might be few questions from most of you about accreditation, about how we can utilize the funding from the government that we get. For that, we need to really get you accredited locally. All of those things we'll be able to answer it in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Afi, would you like to take it up from here?
Absolutely, Rahul. This is my favorite slide. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. So firstly, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And like Rahul very beautifully laid out, the problems that our current training partners are facing in the APAC market when it comes to launching AI training programs and scaling in the AI space, right? So this slide is all about our complete portfolio for you at a glance. So like Rahul mentioned, we focus on role-based certifications. That's the need of the hour right now. I handle partnerships here at AI Certs, and I've been in talks with a lot of consulting, training, e-learning companies across the globe. And the only concern that they speak about is that there is AI certifications out there, Afreen, but they are very generalized. We're looking at something that's more role-focused, that's more industry-focused, focusing on how an individual can actually enhance and increase their efficiency and productivity in their respective job roles by ethically leveraging the power of artificial intelligence, right? And that's where our role focused certifications come in. So we have 70 plus certifications catering to every audience that is out there in the market. And to be honest, we are in the process of adding more and more certifications because we've identified over 300 plus job roles that have been impacted by AI or are soon going to be impacted by artificial intelligence. Right, so as you can see on the screen, the left-hand side, you have all our professional certifications, which is specifically tailored for non-technical individuals. We believe AI is for everyone. not just for the techies, right? And you can see all these certifications that fall under our professional category are 8-hour duration certifications. All our certifications are micro credentials meant to develop practical AI skills that can be immediately implemented by the audience in their day-to-day job roles. So we have the AI for executive, the AI for prompt engineer, under the AI Essentials category, which is one of the top selling certifications right now under this cohort, right? The AI executive is specifically tailored for business leaders, C-suite executives. Our prompt engineer can be bundled with a Microsoft Copilot certification. It's vendor aligned. That's what we mean when we say that you can apply the knowledge that you've learned in our certifications across any vendor ecosystem you might be using. You might be using Microsoft platforms, Google platforms, Cisco, AWS, Azure, does not matter, right? So our prompt, when you go ahead and do that course, you'll actually learn how to effectively draft prompts while using any kind of AI model. It could be Copilot, it could be ChatGPT from OpenAI, or it could be Gemini, right? So it's completely vendor aligned, and that's why it beautifully complements the existing vendor specific certifications. So you can complement and bundle our certifications as a value add with existing certifications offered by Microsoft, by Google, by Cisco, and even the vendor neutral certifications out there offered by CompTIA, ISACA, EC Council, etc. Right? And you can see on the right-hand side, we have all the technical certifications specifically tailored for IT professionals. Right? These are the certifications that are 40 hours duration, meant for the techies. And you can see we have the AI for cybersecurity, AI for cloud computing. These are some of the popular certs under this category. AI for data, of course. The whole world is all about data. How do you analyze data in fraction of seconds leveraging AI? So that's what the AI data does. And in the AI business category, the AI for sales, marketing, HR, project manager, some of our top selling certifications in these categories. So basically, when training partners come to me and ask me that, Afreen, we are currently only focused on academic institutions, or we are just started off on a B2C level, but we really want to expand our market, our target audience into the B2B space. So these certifications can be offered on a B2C individual level. You can offer it on a B2B level to corporates. Enterprise-wide AI literacy program can be done, wherein we have something catering to every department, every job role that's there within an organization. You can start right from the top tier of the pyramid, provide trainings to business leaders, to the PMO team, sales team, finance team, IT team, HR department, the legal team. In an organization, we have something that you can train and offer to everyone within an organization. That's what we mean when we say enterprise-wide AI readiness. It's not just about trainings. Right now, like Rahul rightfully mentioned, the training has fallen. People are looking at something more like a value add. They're not just looking at someone who can just provide training on AI skills, on how to use AI tools and platforms, but credible, validated credentials. So that's where our globally recognized certifications come in play. So not only are you getting, updated, ready content that we have created by our team of subject matter experts. So we have a whole certification board and advisory board comprising of subject matter experts, industry experts, AI experts, academic experts, and even tech giants like I'll mention Microsoft, Google are all part of our advisory and certification board. These are the people that are developing the curriculum for us in compliance with ISO 17024-2012 standards, right? And we regularly keep updating our content. We have a quarterly updation policy to keep up with the pace of AI. So we have a complete content ready for you along with the complete infrastructure in place. All you need to do is just go out there and start offering these trainings and certifications. I'd love for you to please reach out to me so that we can discuss this in more detail. And this is, of course, the complete plug, promote, and start making profits. So we have a complete market ready plug and promote certification program available, which you can immediately start offering either as an e-learning until you internally ramp up your trainers, train them. You can start earning revenue from day one of the partnership, right? So how do we do this? Let me just quickly, talk about how do we support our partners, what is the kind of benefits you get, and what are the steps to become a partner with AI Certs. The demand is there already because I've been in talks with so many training partners across. They come and tell me that, I think we're left behind. Especially the speed that we see in APAC is tremendous. AI must have started off early. The early AI adoption, I would say, would have started off in Americas, in US, and then Europe. Yes, APAC was relatively slow, I would say, when it comes to AI adoption initially. But now I would be honest, I'm seeing that in US as well as in Europe, the growth of AI has been steady. But in APAC, that's absolutely different. In just 6 months' time, I've seen that the kind of government initiatives, the kind of government fundings we've all heard about, India investing, the ministries investing heavily in AI upskilling, the whole of the GCC Middle East region. You have the Saudi Vision 2030. You have Singapore coming up with a lot of AI trainings and programs, the HRD Corp that is funding in Malaysia and Thailand. So we have worked with government bodies, corporate bodies, consulting and training companies, e-learning platforms. So we work with everyone. Academic institutions, schools, colleges, universities want to make, their students AI ready, job ready, future ready, because it's the need of the hour. So we have a complete plug-in package. Everything is ready for you. As you can see, the first pillar or the first step is we have the ready to use curriculum and content available for you. And of course, the global credibility added to it. In association with AI Certs, we are a US-based, globally recognized certification body. As Rahul mentioned, the numbers speak for itself. We operate across the globe with over 300 plus partners. And I'll be honest, I've been with AI Certs since over 2 years now. And just within 6 months, I've seen the kind of partnership requests we've got and the kind of partners we've onboarded. It's the numbers are just incredible. That's the kind of demand there is across the globe. And you'll be left behind if you don't catch the bus, is what I could say. So, of course, the time to value, right? Especially APAC is in, multiplying when it comes to the AI talent shortage. That's where we need to, it's a gold mine of an opportunity, guys. There is a huge demand for AI. I'm sure you're all here because you understand the kind of demand there is. It's the hot topic right now. Everyone is talking about artificial intelligence, but they don't know where to start. So that's what we're here for. So we have the curriculum for you. We have the global credibility of the AI Certs brand value, the time to launch these programs, not in months and years, but within weeks, right? And of course, the complete technology stack. So we have the S platform, we have the proctoring solution, we have the certificate issuance platform, we have the support system that we give in terms of upskilling and training and certifying your trainers, in terms of enabling your sales team to handle customer objections and to talk to your customers regarding these certification programs, sitting with your marketing team, strategizing your GTM strategies to make it more localized for your audience, for your region, for your market, right? And continuous updates to keep up with the pace of AI. I'm sure we all use ChatGPT. I use it extensively, and we are currently in the version 5.2. So that's how fast and rapid AI is evolving, right? And we have a whole team of experts that is developing the curriculum and updating it for you as your certification partner, right? And of course, how do we promote this? So we help you in demand generation. We're not just another ordinary partner. Like Rahul said, we are a partner first and a partner centric certification body. We work only and only via our partners. Any direct inquiries that come in for corporates, governments, it is through the training partner that is there in the region that we work with, right? And we are not just giving you a course that here you go. This is the course for you. Go ahead, and you're not a reseller. We are partners where we work hand in hand with our partners, not just in providing content, but in promoting, generating demand for you, and in short, ensuring you succeed in this partnership and generate revenue out of this gold mine of an opportunity, like I said, when it comes to the AI training and certification space. So we provide you with complete marketing assets. You can co-brand it. This is a co-branded partnership opportunity where we work jointly with our partners to promote AI training and certifications in the region. So you have all the marketing materials available in your partner portal. I'll just show you a snippet and screenshot in the upcoming slide so you get an idea of the kind of platform access you'll have access to as partners. So it's your complete dashboard, right? right? So you have access to all the marketing kits. You have flyers, you have forms, social media success kits, SEO content, webinar in a box, certification badges, everything readily available for you as partners. You have a complete dashboard. You can manage all your customer enrollments through your platform from your partner platform. You have the regional advantage where in case based on volume, scope, you do need some of the certifications to be converted into the local language for ease and for seamless delivery for your audience. We can certainly do that. Feel free to reach out to us. We do help support our APAC partners because we understand the region nuances. See, it's different when it comes to Americas and Europe because there it is like, it's mostly English, or you have, one or two people following some religion. But in APAC, we have people with different cultures, different kind of regional nuances, compliances. And since we are a globally recognized body, we can cater to all your, regional requirements in terms of language conversion, in terms of compliance in your region. So we help with that. And of course, we help in complete demand generation. We do a lot of co-branded marketing activities jointly and events with our partners to promote you as our go-to partner in the region, to create that buzz and that awareness among your audience that this is the partner you need to reach out to in the region for any kind of AI trainings and certification programs. And as I mentioned in the start, these are micro programs. These are not, like diploma programs that are 6 months long, 1 year long, ready micro credentials meant to develop practical AI skills that your audience can start implementing immediately. So you have the stackable credentials, ready to use content, updated content to keep your learners current and relevant based on the latest AI and market trends. And the best thing about our certifications is that you have the flexibility of offering this based on the demand and the requirement of your audience. Hey, your customer comes back and says, I don't have the time. Can I, just take this course and maybe do a self-paced e-learning? Feel free to offer these certifications as a self-paced e-learning option. Your other audience comes back and says, hey, we want an instructor-led training, but how about we do this virtual online? We cannot travel. So especially post-COVID, you all understand the kind of demand that has been for VILT trainings, where people can take trainings through Zoom platforms and any kind of platform remotely. So there's no geographical restriction. You are free to offer and provide these certification programs to anywhere across the globe. That means we don't restrict you to only operate in your region of operations. You are free to offer the ICERT certifications across the globe and expand your market, right? And the most important discussion is how do we make profits, right? All my partners ask me like, what is the pricing of your certifications? And as Rahul spoke, you would be surprised that we have the best pricing in the market. It's the most competitive pricing. When I have discussed pricing with the partners, that's one of the highlights. They've come back to me saying that, we're really happy with the pricing. We really think that this is something that can work for us. We have higher margins to play with, and the instructor-led delivery, you being our training partner, have complete authority on the pricing of the ILT option that you would be providing to your customers, right? So flexible revenue models where you can deliver these certifications to your audience as an instructor-led, as a self-paced program, and the instructor-led could be online, could be face-to-face, on-site, classroom-based, completely your call, on campus, on site of the customer. So completely your call. Right? You can run these programs and offer it to corporates. You can offer it to governments. In fact, we've helped training partners to get local accreditations on these certifications. We've got HRD Corp funding in one of the programs that one of our training partners delivered an ILT training in Ipoh recently, which was funded by the HRD Corp. And we've got the Ministry of Tamkeen's approval for one of our partners in Bahrain. So just to add on the kind of support, that's the reason I mentioned some of these names. And of course, the high margin structure to play with. Because everything is in-house developed, we've tried to keep the cost of these certifications the minimum, right? It's a competitive pricing. And for you as a partner, in fact, you enjoy additional benefits, that's discounted pricing compared to what's available, the retail price of these certifications, which is quite competitive already. You as partners enjoy further discounted pricing as a partner benefit on our certification programs. And of course, the scalability option of our courses, right? You can start off with one certification, and then based on the demand of your audience, based on the requirement, you can scale up to our complete 70 plus portfolio. Feel free to offer one certification and then maybe two, three, five, 10, and maybe the complete stack, right? Go from one market, expand to multiple markets. Start off with your own region because that's where you hold the expertise, you have the market presence, and then, of course, scale up to various regions. That's what our partners are doing. We have partners in training partners in India who are listed as our global partners. We have training partners from Africa, from Asia, who are listed under our global partner network as global partners because they are offering these certification programs not in just their region, but across the globe. Right. So build recurring revenue, long-term partnerships. That's what we're aiming at. That's what we're looking at because our team is at your disposal. Look at us as your extended team, and we are looking at a long-term win-win partnership. So we really associate with credible, committed partners. We, of course, do our due diligence because we keep getting in a lot of partnership requirements. So we are looking at a long-term win-win partnership. So if AI training and certification is something on your 2026 roadmap, guys, trust me, now is the time. And when I say now, I mean the Q1 or the quarter 1 is the time where you need to reach out to us because this is the time where I've talked to corporates, I've talked to training partners telling me that, we're talking to enterprises and they are setting out their budgets. We're talking to governments and there are a lot of RFPs that we need to file. So now is the time when people are deciding their LLE budgets, and this is the time you need to capture that opportunity, right? So always the advantage, the first mover advantage, where feel free to reach out to us so that then you have the remaining quarters to scale the program further. You start off in Q1, you're ready to generate business in Q2, and then expand that space by Q4. That's the idea. And we have structured, phases of our partnership. It's not like we keep our partnerships open throughout the year, guys. So right now we are having our Q1 New Year partner enablement programs going on with some great complimentary certifications for any partner that onboards and enrolls with us within the Q1 quarter. So feel free to reach out to us for those details. Feel free to reach out to me. Our team is anyways going to reach out to you post this in some time to understand your ask and requirement and how we can support you and add value there, right? So you have the competitive advantage, the scalability option, the flexible revenue models, and of course the huge margin structures to play with where you decide the pricing of the instructor-led delivery. Now, moving on to our partner ecosystem. So we have various kind of partnership opportunities for you. Depending on your business model, what kind of business you're doing, what is your initiative when it comes to the AI training and certification space, feel free to reach out to us on what partnership makes sense for you. So we have 4 kind of partnerships, as you can see on the screen. I was discussing about the first kind of partnership, which is the authorized training partner. We were talking about that so far. So if you are a training institute, you're an edtech platform, you're a training and consulting company, you're offering e-learnings, you offer skill academies or boot camps or AI trainings and workshops or any kind of trainings and boot camps and workshops. So the authorized training partnership model is the ideal partnership opportunity for you. So here you will be able to deliver certifications aligned with your full instructor kits, assessments, and marketing support. So feel if you are into the training space, the authorized training partnership model is for you. If you're an educational institution, an academic institution, you're a school, you're a college, you're a university, or you're someone who's offering higher education services, or you're a vocational institute, feel free to reach out to us for special academic prices and for academic partnerships where we make these certifications, accessible to your students and to your staff. Right? We have the AI for educator, we have the AI for L&D, that's learning and development, AI for researcher. These are some of the most popular certifications. The AI educator is booming specifically within the academic partnership space, just to add on. And we have something to offer to every academic stream for the students. Hey, you're in an MBA, choose our AI business certifications. You're doing engineering, choose our technical certifications, right? So we have something to offer to every audience. Of course, if you're part of a huge association, you're part of a membership where you have, or a part of a huge federation, you can associate with us as an association partner, wherein we have special discounts and prices for you, where you can upskill your members with co-branded credentials, right? And of course, the last is affiliate partner, where if you are an individual or you are someone who doesn't have maybe a trainer right now, you don't have a sales team with you, maybe you've just started off, you're a startup with a team of 2 or 3 people, but you have a great network, but you want to promote our certifications. So the affiliate partnership is for you, where you can promote our certifications, and on every enrollment you will earn a fixed commission, which is quite attractive, right? It starts off with, even the minimum per enrollment starts off with 30% of commissions that you would earn on every enrollment as an associate affiliate partner if anyone purchases our certifications or our e-learnings using your affiliate link. So these are the various kind of partnership models. Feel free to explore our partner ecosystem, see what works for you, and feel free to reach out to us for more information and details. We'd be happy to share that with you, right? And of course, these are some snippets and screenshots of the partner portal. We spoke about the platform access that you will get as partners, where you have the complete dashboard to manage your customer enrollments, to download all the marketing materials that is available. You can track your customers' progress, that, hey, after you've delivered the training, has the learner gone back and taken the online certification exam? Have they passed? Have they got certified? So you can see how many students you've enrolled or customers you've enrolled, how many of them have attempted their exam, how many of them have got certified. You can see them in graphs, in various kind of pie charts to make it more, is easy and seamless for our partners to understand the kind of payouts they have. You have the access to the full course catalog. So you can see something called the resource library here, where you have the flyers, forms, all kind of course documents. Hey, your customers are asking you for some more information on a particular certification. We have the course documents. We have the executive summaries, the blueprints of the courses, the detailed curriculums, everything that you would need as a partner, right? You can monitor your revenue, your payouts right from this dashboard. You have ready-made co-branded marketing assets available here. You have the enrollment forms. So this is a one-stop platform for our partners for them to reach out to us directly. Right. And of course, this is our LMS, or the learning management system, as we, call it learner portal. So this is for your learners. This is for your customers. This is a 12 months subscription. So any of your customer who enroll into our certification programs get 1 year access to the course, including regular updates, which includes the cost of the examination and one free retake. So this is a small snippet or a screenshot of how the user interface looks like when you actually go inside our platform. So you could see on the right-hand side, we have 4 modes of learning. There is no one out there providing these many modes of learning. So the curriculum that has been developed by our experts, we've actually taken that and converted it into podcasts, audiobooks, ebooks, and videos. So hey, I'm a reader. I can read the ebooks and learn. I like visual representation. That's how I grasp things easily. I can watch the videos that are there and learn. Or, I just want to have a learning on the go. I can just plug in my headphones and listen to the podcasts or the audiobooks and listen and learn, right? So we have these 4 modes of learning. And of course, we keep updating our content. We have an AI mentor or an AI assistant within our platform that can give any kind of guidance to the customer for any queries they may have regarding the course, right? So this is how the UI looks like. It's seamless. In fact, most of our partners and customers that have used our LMS have come back with a lot of positive response. And the best thing is that our LMS has a mobile and a web application both, right? So you don't need to have a desktop or a laptop to access the learning materials. Everyone has a smartphone today. So we can support Android, iOS. In fact, I want to share this great news. I just got this information from my team yesterday that we have crossed over 500,000 downloads on our mobile app. Right. And right now we're giving away the AI Foundation certifications for our partners, completely complimentary, for demand generation, for lead generation. Feel free to reach out to us again to know more details about that. So just to get the AI Foundation, I would say we have 500,000 downloads of our mobile app, and that's a huge, huge number. And these numbers I'm talking about is just within a year and 6 months. So of course, moving on to the last slide, how do you become a partner? First step is choose your AI certs program. We have 70 plus programs. If you're someone who can offer all 70 plus, choose all 70 plus. If you're someone, a training partner who works in a niche segment of audience, in a niche market audience, and caters only to, a niche kind of an audience, like maybe you're only into governments or you're only into corporate trainings, choose the programs we have from our extensive 70 plus catalog, catering to both the technical and the non-technical. Once you choose your program, the next step, of course, is to formalize and finalize the partnership. Now you know what you want to offer. Now you have to formalize the partnership to be able to start offering it. So there are only two key steps, guys. We don't have a joining fee, but yes, we do have an initial one-time investment to start off with a partnership, which is a modest ask. So it is 100% redeemable course credits that you need to purchase at the start, along with signing off the documents. That's the only two key things we require to formalize the partnership at our end. Immediately, we start with your onboarding journey. It's a 30 to 45 days long journey, like Rahul mentioned, wherein we handhold our partners that by the time you're out of the onboard, your marketing team is ready to go out there and start promoting these certifications. Your sales team is fully enabled to go out there and start selling these certifications. Your trainers are fully trained and certified to go out there and start delivering these trainings to your audience. So that's where the onboarding includes the trainer programs, the technical integration support, where these courses are listed on your website for your customer visibility with your pricing. We start off with the sales enablement training. We introduce you to your dedicated resources on our payroll, which is your customer success manager, your marketing manager, that we start off with all of the complete marketing promotions, the PR activities, and the joint webinars and masterclasses that we do with our partners to promote you guys. And of course, we launch this, we generate demand for you. We get in a lot of website traffic coming in for instructor-led requirements. And as you understand, we're not a training company. We never cater to any direct inquiries. It's only and only via our partners. So any customer coming onto our website directly looking for an instructor-led training is redirected to our partner locator page, because you as a partner will be listed on our website as our authorized partners, right? So those leads are also passed on to the respective training partner operating in that region. So you are ready post the onboarding to launch. We start off with the marketing, and then you are ready by Q2, that's the plan, to deliver your first AI training certification cohort. And you have complete flexibility as a training partner, not just to decide the pricing, but also how you want to deliver the instructor-led training: online, virtual, hybrid, self-paced, face-to-face, completely yours. And of course, the next quarters, our job is to ensure you are succeeding in this partnership, you're scaling in this partnership, and adding value to what you're already currently offering. Like Rahul rightfully mentioned, the training space has rightfully declined, I'd be honest. Now, partners just cannot go ahead and offer trainings. Companies, corporates, governments are looking at something which is more valuable, which is more value add, which is more credible, which can validate the knowledge that the people have learned out of the training, something that they can assess and see the return on investment. So our current partners, whom I'm in talks with, are actually developing AI blueprints and roadmaps and learning pathways for their customers. Right from the AI literacy to the AI trainings to the AI adoption, and then to AI scaling. So they're doing that in a phase wise. So when I was just in a sales call with one of my partners recently, where we were in talks with one of their clients, they wanted me to be a part of that pre-sales call so that we can grab that opportunity. So the corporate company just came, and the CEO of the company just mentioned one thing: say, we're not just looking at something where you just come and train our employees. We want something with a certification to add that credibility, that validation that yes, what they've learned in the training, they were able to validate that knowledge and pass the exam. So the certification brings the credibility aspect to it. And also the CEO spoke about that, it's not just about the training. We also want to see that after starting using AI tools and platforms within the organization, how has it helped our customers? How has it helped our sales? How has it increased the revenue for the company? So they actually want to see measurable results. And we came up with a 3-year plan for the partner, ideally, where in year one we proposed the AI literacy phase. In year two, we proposed the mastery and fluency and adoption phase. And in year three, we proposed the assessment phase, where we're actually seeing that how after learning AI, adopting AI, is it actually helping the business grow. So that's the kind of value add that we are creating in terms of for our partners and for their customers, right? So just, I know I speak a lot, guys, but the AI skills gap isn't waiting. That's absolutely right. The demand is here. The opportunity is here. I'm just waiting for all of you all to, reach out to us and grab this opportunity that is there at hand. If we do delay, like I said, the opportunity is now. If 2026 you are looking to expand your training portfolio and increase your training portfolio with AI, this is the time. Q2, Q3 would be too late. That would just delay, the partners, and maybe you would then be able to start off and scale in 2027, wherein we've actually missed the bus, right? So there's a huge opportunity already, and we are having some great Q1 New Year partner enablement offers for our partners. So please feel free to reach out to us for more details on the pricing. We'd be happy to address that. Our team will reach out to you. But yeah, that's it from my side. I'm really looking forward to connecting with everyone. Rahul, if there's anything you would like to add on, please feel free to do so.
No, I think this is pretty much. Thank you so much for your time who have joined here and invested about an
Any
hour with us.
questions? Yeah,
If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. If not, then maybe Shrishti, over to you.
absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, Afreen and Rahul, for sharing those wonderful insights with us today. We'll just quickly move towards the Q&A session. We do have certain questions with us. The first question we have is, how does AI search handle localization for different APAC countries?
Great. So Rahul, would you like to answer that? See, guys, like I said, or you would want me to answer it anyhow.
You can go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. If I need to
Perfect.
add, I.
Absolutely. So we did say that we give you localized support. So, when it comes to compliance, especially in the APAC region, we kind of understand the regional nuances. So we've already done that. I've given you 6 examples. So when it comes to multi-language support, so we currently have all our courses in English and Spanish. Our next phase where we are rolling out it in French and Arabic, just to let you know that that is the next demand that we have. So if in case, based on volume and scopes, you need some courses to be converted and delivered in a specific language. You want the content, you want the exams to be in a specific local language, we'd happy to do that. We do a lot of localized marketing activities for you, which is regional specific. Right? Like, say, for example, just to give you an example, we've recently done a marketing campaign and activity specifically for our partner in Saudi, which was focused on the Saudi Vision 2030, or which focused on something which was more regional specific. So any kind of local support that you need when it comes to language, the local compliance, when it comes to local marketing efforts, we are here to support you, right? So anything you would like to add on there?
I'm all good. I think localization also is a function of the kind of opportunity that lies ahead. If at all we
Absolutely.
feel that the opportunity is great, we would want to go back. But few of the content is already available in English. Most of the content is available in English. Then we have it in French. We have it in Arabic right now available. Yes, we do not have it in Chinese as of now. We do not have it in Malay. We do not have it in a little more on Thai language right now, but we have partners who are already delivering it in the English in all these regions. So we did not see any demand in the localized section. But if we have it, we would definitely be up for chasing that and then completing it within the timelines, given the opportunities.
Absolutely. Any other question?
Yeah, the one question that I think we almost get every time, like how soon we can we start it?
As soon as you are ready, we are ready to start. That would be my answer. You want to start now, we are ready to have you on board with sign the documents, partnership, and get set you up for success. We have the complete package available. Like I said, it's a plug, play, promote, profit making program. You are ready to start off now. We are ready to support you right now. Feel free to reach out to me immediately after this webinar. I'd be happy to address any questions and immediately start off with the partnership. So if you're ready to launch in today, we are ready to launch with you today. If you're ready to launch in weeks, we are ready to launch in weeks. So that completely depends on the training partner. But yes, on a realistic figure, it's ideally 30 days is what it takes to fully enable your team, right? So if you have your sales, your marketing team, and your trainers ready, they have their availability, please feel free to reach out to us. We can start running these training programs and certifications for you within 3 to 4 weeks. That's the ideal time to start.
Thank you, Afreen, and thank you, Rahul. I think with that, we come towards an end of this session. As said, the participation certificate and recording of this session will be shared with our audiences soon after this session. And if in case you have any doubts, any questions which we couldn't answer today, please feel free to reach out to us. You have all the contact information in the chat box, and we'll be happy to assist. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead.